Welcome, YouTube world. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. Also spam up in the comments and just let Sports God TV what you think. Let us know what you think. Man, I am so excited. I know you guys are excited for this upcoming season. The NFL is finally here. We've been waiting all year just for this time of season to come around. Preseason is irrelevant. We all know that. We waste our times watching those games to get to the real thing. Now, I got to say something real quick. There are going to be a lot of debut for new players that just got drafted this coming weekend, and also for players that have left former teams. So it should be really interesting to see how this season will turn out. And I'm just going to briefly just run down a few things to you guys. Again, this is a sports channel. We're going to cover football, basketball, boxing. I'm not going to get into all the other things, but be sure to just tune in, and I'm going to keep you updated. Usually the first game of the season it starts, let's say, typically on a Thursday, and they usually have the defending Super Bowl champions playing that very first game. But this year they switched it around, so they will have that game, the Patriots. Everybody knows the Patriots won the Super Bowl last year. So instead of playing Thursday night, they will actually play the big game on Sunday night. But let's just run down the list and see what games we got. I'm going to make my predictions on all of those as well and tell you why I think that this team will win the football game. All right, so on Thursday night, at 8:20, actually, you have the Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears, which is an important rivalry. You know, that rivalry goes way back. A lot of tradition there, and they actually playing in Chicago, Soldier Field. You got Aaron Rodgers. In the words of Stephen A. Smith, he's a bad man. And we all know Aaron Rodgers can ball. But obviously he has some issues with his newly head coach, who is also his offensive coordinator. They had a little bit of issues. Hopefully they can kind of iron those out, but I just don't see Green Bay being what Green Bay has been with Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback in week 1. And we all know that that defense is stingy that Chicago Bears have, that's led by Khalil Mack. I look forward to seeing Chicago pretty much handle Green Bay, maybe in a close game because it is a divisional game, but I picked Chicago Bears to take that game. Next up, we have another divisional game between the Bills and the Jets. And like I said, there are some newly acquired players leaving different teams. You got Le'Veon Bell, who was the Pittsburgh Steelers running back, who is now with the New York Jets. He will be making his debut. Also, you got Sam Darnold, second year. This will be, I believe, his first full year as the starter. So we should see how they look on offensively. They also picked up ex-Redskin Jamison Crowder as well. The Bills have a tough and stingy defense, but I picked the Jets to take this game. They at home. They also have C.J. Mosley as well. And the Bills picked up Cole Beasley from the Cowboys, which is a good third down receiver. All right, then we got the Skins versus the Eagles. Deshaun Jackson went back home to Philadelphia, another former Redskins receiver, teamed up with Carson Wentz. The Eagles defense is stacked, offense is stacked, and you got the Washington Redskins, who drafted Dwayne Haskins with their first round draft pick this past season, but it looks like he will not get the start. Case Keenum, who else the Redskins had picked up during the offseason, will get the start. And I also picked Philly to win this game just due to the fact that they're at home and their team is loaded. So I got the Eagles winning that one. Then you got another divisional game, the Giants versus the Cowboys, another traditional NFC East battle. I believe it's going to be a very good game. Now, the Giants also selected with their first pick ahead of Dwayne Haskins, Daniel Jones from Duke, which he actually has played pretty daggone well in the preseason. And there's been a debate whether they should sit Eli Manning down, their prize trophy at quarterback, if they should sit him down and start the rookie. He might be on a short leash. They also got Saquon Barkley. You know, he had a tremendous rookie campaign. Look forward to seeing how he reacts this year. And, you know, the Cowboys have a stacked defense, but they might be minus Ezekiel Elliott. They're in contract negotiations with the Cowboys trying to get things settled before the season starts. But I do have Dallas winning that game at home. I believe it'll be a tight game. I think Dallas defense is too stacked, and they will get after Eli Manning. Okay, so then we have San Francisco versus Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston. This is a make or break season for Mr. Winston because he's a former first overall pick of the draft. So, you know, Tampa Bay, they lost Deshaun Jackson. They have a solid defense. They have a couple weapons on offense. But you got San Francisco, Jimmy Garoppolo. He's coming back off of surgery, so he didn't look too well during the preseason. But we'll see. You know, they have Shanahan at the head coach. You know, he know how to scheme up some offense. But I still pick Tampa Bay to squeeze that victory out at home. You also have Denver versus Oakland. And here's another player, Antonio Brown, the former Pittsburgh wide receiver. He is now with John Gruden and the Oakland Raiders, wearing that silver and black. He had some controversy throughout the whole offseason as far as his helmet situation, because he liked to play with his old helmet that he wore pretty much his whole career. Hopefully they got that situated. AB should be on the sideline ready to rock and roll come Sunday. Denver also picked up a veteran at quarterback, Mr. Joe Flacco, the ex-Ravens quarterback. So I look forward to seeing how he's going to do with his new team as well. But I got Oakland actually winning this football game. Titans and Browns. Now on paper, and I said on paper, the Browns look like they could take it all the way. They have all the weapons. They have Odell Beckham Jr., who left the Giants this offseason to join Baker Mayfield and company, and on paper they look fabulous. Jarvis Landry, they are best buddies. Man, it just looks too good for the Cleveland Browns moving forward. They are at home, like I said, versus the Titans, Marcus Mariota and company. But I just have the Browns taking that win at home. Ravens versus Dolphins. Lamar Jackson's second year. This will be his first full year as a starter. He also has a lot of weapons. He picked up Marquise Brown from Oklahoma and also Miles Boykin. So he has speed. He has weapons there. I got the Ravens taking that game from the Dolphins. And Mr. Fitzpatrick will get the start for the Dolphins come week 1. Rams and Panthers. I take the Rams in that. Rams are solid all the way across the board. Panthers, Cam Newton is probably questionable, maybe a game time decision. If he play or not, I still have the Rams taking that win. You got the Chiefs and the Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars just acquired Nick Foles. Everybody know who Nick Foles is. He doesn't play typically well all throughout the regular season. Come playoff time, he's very clutch. He's Super Bowl MVP. Jaguars have a stacked defense. We all know that. The Chiefs, this would be actually Patrick Mahomes' second full year as a starter. All he did last year was just win the MVP. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. The guy's amazing. He reminds me of a young Brett Favre, just slinging the pill around to all his weapons that he have. Tyreek Hill. They don't have Kareem Hunt, but they do have a solid running back, and they have a pretty decent defense. They can get better, but I got the Chiefs taking that game against the Jaguars. Colts and Chargers. Of course, everybody just know Andrew Luck did retire suddenly from the game. Too many injuries. Said he's tired of the rehab. And he just can't do it no more. His body just gave up on him. They do have Jacoby Brissett, which is a pretty decent quarterback. He's going to have his time to actually prove himself to be a legitimate starter. But I have the Chargers, Phillip Rivers and company minus Melvin Gordon. He's also going through some contract issues as well. So we don't know exactly if he's going to be suited up come Sunday. But I'll take the Chargers in that one at home. Bengals and the Seahawks. Now, the Seahawks just got Jadeveon Clowney. Everybody know the pass rusher from the Houston Texans. He was not too happy with his contract situation and found the way to get out of Houston. And now he is with the Seattle Seahawks, which is known for having a great defense. And I think him and Russell Wilson are really good friends. So that was easy to make that decision for him. And I got the Seahawks winning at home, man. They just play special when they playing at home. I think they take the Bengals out pretty easily. Then you got the Lions and the Cardinals. The number 1 overall pick of this year's draft, Kyler Murray, quarterback from Oklahoma, will get his debut starting in the NFL. I think they might catch the Detroit Lions off guard with some of the plays that they may run and design for Kyler Murray and company. He also has David Johnson back there, which is a heck of a running back. So I look forward to just seeing how they're going to do. And like I said, I just believe that they're going to win. You know, they just going to do it, man. And then last but not least, on the big Monday night game, we have the Texans versus the Saints. Mr. Drew Brees at home in the Dome. That's an easy fix. I do like Deshaun Watson for Houston Texans. Again, they have J.J. Watt, but they lost Clowney. They have weapons. You know, DeAndre Hopkins is an awesome receiver. And actually on that Monday night, there are 2 Monday night games. The Denver and Oakland game is the late game that starts at 10:20. The Texans and the Saints kick off Monday night at 7:10 in New Orleans. So right now, that's it. That's all that I do have for you. This is my first broadcast here on Sports God TV. Subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment, show us some love. We're going to be here all year round. We also have a big boxing match coming in a couple of weeks, so I will be uploading some more videos soon. And also catch me on Monday. I'm going to try to do some Monday quarterback, conversations and things like that after I observe all the games throughout the week. You guys stay tuned, stay blessed, and we out. Sports God TV. I came